Amid COVID-19 outbreak, Mahindra & Mahindra or M&M has posted a weak set of numbers with the auto segment witnessing sharp decline in its volumes. In our ideas for profit today, I will discuss whether the valuations are attractive enough to make it a long-term buy. Well, FY20 has been a year of multiple challenges for the auto industry, and there was a confluence of factors that hurt the demand for passenger vehicles. Now, the pain got aggravated due to the lockdown in the end of Q4 FY20. The impact was clearly visible in the earnings of Q4 and the performance wherein auto segment witnessed a year-on-year decline of 48% in its volumes. Farm equipment segment, however, remained quite robust and witnessed a meager YOY decline of 2.4% in its volumes. Now, overall, the volumes declined 35.6% year-on-year, whereas realizations witnessed a marginal year-on-year growth of 1.3%, driven by 3.9% of increase in the realization in the auto segment alone. The auto segment realization improved on the back of rich product mix and the price hikes taken by the company. The farm equipment segment, however, witnessed a 0.6% year-on-year decline in its realizations. Now, sharp volume decline coupled with marginal improvement in the realization actually led to a 34.8% decline in the overall top line. EBITDA margin expanded by 10 basis points year-on-year, and expansion was led by the raw material prices. Now, the company has been the market leader in tractors and continues to gain market share there. It gained a 1 percentage point market share in FY20, which now stands at 41.2%. The management believes that M&M would be able to do better than the industry growth on the back of its large exposure in the rural areas. Overall, the tractor demand is likely to see positive momentum going on from here, led by the expectations of a good Rabi output as well as the government's focus on the rural sector, as is evident from the higher allocation of about 20%, that is 3.8 lakh crore rupees, of the total economic stimulus package that was announced earlier last month. Now, amid the multiple challenges, the outlook for auto segment is quite sluggish in the near to medium term. The management has highlighted, however, that they will tread cautiously and follow a walk, run, fly approach. Now, though preference for the personal mobility is expected to support demand for the passenger cars, M&M's portfolio is tilted towards SUVs and UVs, which are expected to recover slowly when you compare it with the small size cars. One near-term positive, however, is the withdrawal of the long-term motor insurance by IRDAI from August 1st of 2020. The management highlighted that M&M is expected to do better than the industry due to its new launches as well. Company's global subsidiaries, however, have been weighing on the profitability and on the return ratios, and now it has started to take bold steps to use its capital efficiently. The management has indicated that they are willing to cede control of loss-making South Korean unit SsangYong. They also mentioned that they are segregating loss-making units into 3 different categories and are ready to chuck units where they see no profitability in the future. Lastly, in order to conserve cash to tide over this difficult time, the company has reduced its capex guidance by 25% to 9,000 crore rupees over the next 3 years. The underperformance of the stock, that is, it has corrected about 25% from 52-week high levels and has rendered the valuations quite reasonable at this point in time. Now, some of the parts of valuation methodology does give us a 16% upside potential from the current levels. Therefore, we advise investors to buy it for the long term.